In a previous video, I mentioned how drama is everywhere, especially in a game like Tekken 8, but I never really dived deep into how drama is actually good for the game. Now, while most people think that drama is always a bad thing because drama is always linked to negativity and hostility amongst others in the Tekken world, I'm here to discuss on how drama is actually good and can help the Tekken 8 community if done correctly. Entertaining. No doubt, drama in the Tekken 8 community is entertaining. I love to see some trash talking in the community. But what's even better than the trash talking that you see online is when the two people yapping at each other online are finally going toe to toe together in Tekken 8. It's the same thing with any fighting sport or any fighting game for that matter. We all want to see a fight more than just a game. If Tekken 8 was only just about playing rank or quick matches, then things would get boring really fast. But when you start adding some drama into the mix, like going up against the same asshole you had to put in his place in your online matches, now things get interesting. You usually don't care about winning or losing whenever you play online, but this match is personal because this is someone who likes to teabag you in your games, and you gotta show this guy who's boss again one more time because the salt is gonna get real when you're done with him. Online is personal. Usually, whenever I go online, I do what I do best, and that's to fight. If someone that I kick their ass is salty about it, then that's up to the other person to message me on how terrible of a job I have done in winning. I was so bad that the other person just had to message me and tell me I'm trash playing such and such character, even though the screen says that I've won. And I gave the other person their rematch and they still lost. So why is this such a big deal? Oh right, because this match is personal. Not to me, but for the other guy. You know, the moment that those messages are coming your way after a savage victory and a glorifying loss you've gave to the other person, this whole thing becomes personal now. Sometimes, if you're lucky, you might just get a couple of voice messages if you're playing on console. Some people really want to make it a known fact that you pissed them off in a fighting game called Tekken 8. And it also makes me wonder, how does this person function outside of Tekken 8? Is this person always like this whenever he loses in Tekken 8? We've only played a few rounds in quick match, and this person is already having a brain aneurysm, fighting the same person. Now, Tekken 8 is not like most games like Call of Duty or Fortnite. Tekken, at this moment, you are bound to come across the same person as you go up the ladder in your rank matches. This could be a great thing, but also a bad thing. When it's someone who likes to egg you on in your games, like teabagging you in the middle of your fights, and you lose to that person, you of course would want a rematch, right? No. Most likely, that person is a one and done kind of person, because this is what he does. He does this shit to others, and he's done it to you too. So of course, coming across the same guy again, you know you don't want to lose to him again, because after you win, you're gonna be messaging this asshole on how karma finally got to him. But knowing this guy, he probably disabled messages because he figured out you do something like that. And also, if this person has his messages disabled, then he's not ready for the salt heading his way. Finding your rival. One thing I can tell you about drama in Tekken 8 is that if it doesn't happen online, it will definitely happen to you in real life. You might have a friend or two that play Tekken 8 just as much as you, and you guys decide to be at the same Fujin or Tekken King ranks, and now you guys want to settle this rivalry once and for all to see who's the better fighter. You guys start trash talking each other on how the other person sucks and how they'll get wrecked, and once you two finally face each other in Tekken 8, someone has to lose and someone has to win. Even though you've won, you're still gonna get bombarded with bullshit by your friends on how you keep ducking him. Even though you guys fought yesterday, you're still gonna have to deal with this bullshit. You guys may get along together in other co-op games like Call of Duty or Marvel Rivals, but whenever Tekken 8 is mentioned, that's when you guys go from friends to enemies. Sense of purpose. Now, when you play Tekken 8, you usually go in there for one thing and one thing only, and that's to fight. But lately, you lost a few battles against someone online, and you hate that shit. You hate the fact that the other person not only beat you, but he on you too. He was showboating and teabagging you in your fights, and he demonstrated that you were just not at his level. Now, while you may be angry about this, you're not, because you now have a sense of purpose whenever you fire up Tekken 8. You now have a reason now to get good in this game, so you can conquer the assholes like that. Even though the other guy was using the same gimmick bullshit with his Alisa or Jin, you are now going to study up on that character, so the next person who does use an Alisa or a Jin, you're ready. You figured that in order to get better, this is how you're gonna do it. You use the pain of loss as a sense of fuel to give you a reason now whenever you are in training mode in Tekken 8. Before, it was all about getting to a higher rank, but now it's about beating that ass again whenever you see him online in Tekken 8. It may not happen, but at least you're ready for it. Character development. Now, there's a lot to learn whenever you win in your games in Tekken 8, but there's a lot more to learn whenever you lose in Tekken 8. Before, you used to improve your character a lot whenever you lose, but now you're improving yourself. You used to be rage baited so many times in messages when people say that you're trash as Kazuya or Jin, but now, even though you still lose with those characters and you still get hate messages whenever you do win or lose in your online matches, especially if it's rank, you shrug it off. And because of that, that shows you've grown as a Tekken 8 player. You have mastered the art of controlling your emotions, and one of those emotions you have a good grip on is anger. You used to be angry whenever someone demoted you in Tekken 8, and now you don't care anymore because you're online to just fight, which is what the game is all about. Fighting, picking sides. If two of your favorite Tekken 8 creators are going at it online and there's some major online beef going on, you as the viewer are gonna have to pick a side. This shows who you are most loyal towards the most. When two Tekken creators you watch gotta throw hands with each other online, it's like me going up against an alright Tekken player like Arsene Ash. Obviously, this guy has fans, so of course, some people think he's gonna beat me, and I already know I'm the underdog. Relevancy. Drama, in a weird way, does add relevancy, especially in a video game like Tekken 8. Without drama, then there's really nothing newsworthy to talk about. Patch disaster. I don't recall a time where people would say that a patch was done successfully, because all I hear lately is when people complain that the patch is terrible for the game. Season 2 was just a start where people just started shitting on the game. Now, although this isn't the best thing that's happened to Tekken 8, it was definitely necessary. You get countless people just barking away all over X on how this game is not what it used to be, or how it's not like Tekken 7, and the old days are gone because of Season 2 bullshit. One thing that drama does right is that when the devs f up, people will call that shit out. The necessary evil. Sometimes, drama is the necessary evil we all need in the Tekken community. If everyone just got along in this game, then it'd be boring. And I'm not gonna lie, but I do love when I see two people going at each other online, especially if they're content creators. And we all know the time will come when those two will fight online in Tekken 8. Good drama versus bad drama. Now, although drama can happen to any game we all play, we need to be able to identify what is good drama and what is bad drama. Good drama is what brings good into the game, like how everyone gathered together and started flaming the devs all over X on how terrible Season 2 was, and how the devs are heading in the wrong direction with Tekken 8. Now, this is good, because for one, without the people, then there is no game. And also, if the people aren't calling the bullshit out in the game, then change will never happen. Now, the only way drama can be a bad thing if it's not going to make the game better, such as, you lost to someone you had online beef with in Tekken 8. Okay, that's understandable. I'd be pissed too, but you don't need to make it personal now, where you want to throw hands in real life over a video game called Tekken 8, because this isn't drama anymore. This is toxic content fuel. You know, without drama, then what's there to talk about? When I see people complaining about the changes in Tekken 8, or how I have to humble a teabagger in one of my matches, to me, that is more fuel for content in my book. Community bonding. Just like in school, trash talking is inevitable, and after the trash talking is done, the fighting happens. Sure, we can all say the most up shit to each other, but at the end of the day, we all settle our beef with our fists. So all in all, people can say drama is terrible, but in other cases, drama can actually be a great thing for the Tekken community. But regardless, with drama or without drama, I'm still gonna be playing Tekken 8.